Yeah, so I got the subframe all painted. Well, just a clear coat on it. I have already painted this already, so I just threw a nice clear coat on it. I cleared the knuckles. I cleared the skunk two arms. Even though they didn't need it, but it was there already, and I had to clear, so why not? Make it look nice. So yeah, I also painted the knuck. I mean, I didn't also paint it, but I touched up the knuckles because I noticed that there's some chips and everything there. But yeah, this looks. I mean, the camera doesn't do justice, but damn, this thing looks a lot better. It looks a lot more shiny for sure. Then we get into the actual car. Yeah, the paint. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It looks really good. Really shiny. Super, super nice. Super nice. Oh, this is shiny. Oh, this is shiny. I'm gonna replace this, so I'm not gonna need this one. I'm gonna be replacing this one, so just left it there. Um, but yeah, it looks a lot better for sure. So next step, is I'm gonna start painting under here. I'm gonna undercoat the whole under the car. Yeah, just protect it. So once I do this, I don't ever have to worry about it rusting or none of that. I mean, the car only has 39,000 miles, so I'm gonna try to keep this chassis as clean as I can for the rest of my life. For the whole time I have it. So yeah, I'm just gonna give this car a lot of love. Yeah, I'm gonna paint this whole thing. Well, I gotta clean the sides. I cleaned only the middle. So yeah, I gotta clean it, and then I can start painting it. Well, I gotta clean it, jack up the rear of the car, take off the rear tires, clean everything, and then paint all this, and then paint the rear wheel wells, and yeah, and like I gotta touch up like this here. I don't know how to make this, but I just wanted to make it look some type of smooth, some type of straight line. Nobody's gonna see this, so I'm not too worried about it. I just made it to where it's protecting everything, spots I missed, so. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely gonna look good after it's done for sure. After the whole car is done, I mean, this thing just looks so shiny, so shiny. But yeah, I'll pick it up once I jack up the car and I start painting everything. Alright guys, what do you guys think? It's just the first coat. It's the first coat. That's why, it's like that. Second coat will look a lot better like this one, like this side. Flat black, but yeah, it's looking a lot better. I was contemplating on doing this, but man, this makes the car look so much better for sure. And I'm gonna be replacing this gas tank. I remember when we drove this car, we couldn't fill it up past half a tank, and I see why. The top of that gas tank is like rusted out. So yeah, I'm gonna be replacing all that new, so the whole car's gonna be looking real good under here. Yeah, I just do the first coat. I'm gonna let it dry, sit. Yeah, I'm gonna let it dry, sit, and yeah, tomorrow I'll come and throw another coat on it. And, I'll finish painting this part black right there. But yeah, I got under here all painted. So, and I had just painted it, and I mean we had just painted this car, like not even 2,000 miles before. I mean we only drove like 2,000-3,000 miles after we painted all this, so it still all looks pretty clean. But I'm still gonna touch it up. My plan is black out all this, and then on the back here, and then my plan is to have all this blue real nice and clean. This this right here I'm gonna wire brush it. All this I'm gonna clean up real good. Even though nobody's gonna see it, I see as best as I can. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect because I guess it is crash bar and everything, but I'm still gonna make it look as presentable as I can. Cause this right here, a lot of people might be like, oh, it's not that bad, just paint over it and you know nobody's gonna look at it. But no, I see it. I'm gonna wire brush all this down, and then I'm gonna paint it with the brush or undercoat it, and then I'll throw the blue on top so it could be blue and it could be covered. I don't have to worry about it rusting. Blue again, and I'm gonna clear it. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. This car is coming out real good. Alright guys, what's going on? So today I got the subframe. Well, I started to install it. Again, these are EG bolts. The EK ones won't work with the EG subframe. The bolts are just way too long. So yeah, I went with Honda Civic EG bolts from Downstar on a Honda Civic EG subframe on the EK chassis. So yeah, let me know how this looks. I mean, this is like my second coat. Just gotta get that little corner. Actually, now I see that. But under all this, I mean, it still looks very clean. A lot better than how it was. I still gotta touch this up a little bit. You're not gonna see that, but I'm gonna touch up a little bit. It definitely looks way better. This car is gonna be protected for life. For sure. And the engine bay looks super good. I did not expect it to come out like this. I mean, I learned from my mistakes on the truck, so I at least improved on it a little more better. Yeah, so it definitely looks good. Again, I'm not professional, but I'm not afraid to attack something. So yep, I just went with it with the help of my dad. We kind of just figured this out, you know. Now we're gonna put this one. There's not a lot of videos that I've seen that explains actually where these go. At least for an EG subframe to EK. I haven't seen that one video that explains where these spaces go. And I was low-key, confused at first with all these directions. So, after now that I got it, now I can explain to you how to do it more better, so you don't have to go through the struggle that I did. So, look at this part. And since this goes into here, and that bigger one goes up there. Alright, yeah, so this one is gonna go up here. Where that hole's at, face down. The big fat part goes face down. And then, okay, so, and these two half-cut ones, you're gonna notice something. You're gonna notice one of them is slightly taller than the other one. So the skinny one is gonna go in this back one, face down. If you see, because it's gonna have threads right here. Then this fat one up here is gonna go towards the front. You can see it's not as comfortable, I mean, as like having a lift, but I'm gonna make it work. But yeah, I'm still gonna make it work. I want my car to look nice on top and under. I want this car to look as good, like Aki says. This car has to look even better under it than on top. I don't think he said that, but yeah, I just want this car to look as good, if not better, under the car than atop. In the top of the car, it looks nice. It's pretty clean. It just needs some love in the paint. It needs like a paint correction. It needs a clay. It needs like a nice, polish. So yeah, once it gets that, I'm gonna paint the front and rear bumpers. Wish me luck on that. Well, yeah, I'm gonna be painting the front and rear bumpers. And yeah, I mean, I'm painting out the whole under the car. This is like my third coat. I'm not painting the whole thing. I'm only going for the spots that I missed, because I already threw like 2 heavy coats on it. So yeah. But yeah, the goal with this is just, you know, I'm doing it now. And my goal with this car right now, you know, everybody's like, oh, why are you taking so long with the car? You could have had this car done if you just rushed it. That's not, I'm gonna say I rushed it. And to be honest, I'm not interested in rushing it. I mean, if I'm gonna rush doing this, I'd rather not do it. Like, if I'm gonna rush doing this car, then I would rather not have the car then. I mean, I want this car to, I mean, I want this car to be 100%. Like, I do this now, I do this once, and I won't ever have to worry about this car rusting again. Then after I'm done doing all this, the only thing I have to worry about is the engine or transmission failing on me. You know, it's like I'm doing this all for a purpose. You know, I'm taking my time. Like I said, this has been my dream since high school. I've had all this in a cart, and on K-Series parts, on hybrid racing. Shout out to them. I'm not sponsored by them, but yeah, it's just like some places that order stuff, like Skunk 2, for example. You know, you know, I'm going all out once, so I don't have to do it again. So yeah, I mean, it is a bit expensive. I mean, but you know, I'll make it work. You know, it's not easy, but like I said, I'd rather do this once. I'd rather this take 3 more months for me to get everything together and put the nice parts I want on it than to rush it. And you know, that's not how I want to do it. I'm not interested in doing it. If it's like that, I'm not really interested in doing it. You know, like, this is not in my head, in my mindset right now, you know? So, yeah, like I said, I want this car to look nice. The car is already clean as, this car is already clean as fuck for being a 39,000 mile em1. I mean, I've rarely seen anything under like 52,000 miles. So, and everything, and I've rarely seen any em1s, and the ones I've seen have been like 100,000 miles, 125,000 miles. I think the lowest one I've seen online was like 52,000. And of course, it's a stock car, so of course it's gonna be worth more than this em1. I mean, it'd be this em1 would be worth more definitely if it was stock. But if this car was stock, this car would be worth hella money. But yeah, when I got it, it wasn't already stock, so it had a whole different engine in it. And yeah, so, and my dream was always to K swap the Civic. So yeah, a lot of people are gonna say it's stupid for going K-Series instead of keeping the car stock and then trying to sell it for more. But I'm not interested in selling this car. I wasn't right out to my face. You bring 1 million to my face right now, and I'll tell you no, I'm not playing. This car just, it means more than me. It means more to me than money. You know, I spent a lot of time in this car with my dad and my whole family really, driving it in, all the memories and stuff. And so now, of me taking ownership of this car from my dad, and now I'm putting the love I've always been wanting to do to it. You know, going K-Series and everything. You know, now it feels even better. Like, especially I'm doing this now, it feels like a dream now I'm doing this. Like I said, I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to do this to this car, so I mean, now that I'm actually doing it, it feels really good. And, I wasn't planning to do all this originally. My dad gave me the idea. He said, "Hey, you know, you should paint under the car, because I mean, you know, it's a 39,000 mile car. I mean, I want this car to look super good for 39. I want this car to represent. You know, I want this car to look super good. I want this car to represent what I can do and what I put into a car and how I can do it. You know, how I learned and everything. And also, I want to look back on this too. I want to look back on this in a few years, like, man, I did all this to this car, and now it's like, and this car is gonna be good after this. I'm gonna do everything right, take my time, and the car's definitely gonna look good." just make sure I get like all these little like the creases right here, like, you know, all behind here, you know, all this stuff. You know, I've already went through this twice. I'm just doing another coat, you know, nothing too crazy. So yeah, so don't mind if I, you know, miss a couple spots, some, because it's not, I'm not doing a whole coat. I've already done 2 coats on this, but like I know this, it needs another coat, so I could tell right already. So I'm only throwing coats where it needs it. And then, yeah, I'm gonna eventually clear all this, clear coat all this. So yeah, I'm just getting all the stuff that I missed from the other day. Alright guys, how's she looking? How's she looking? Clean. It's looking good, looking good. Sure. I got all new hardware and everything. Guys, the em1's coming together for sure. Still glowing. It looks good from the top and from the bottom. New bolts. Looking good, looking good. Looking forward to seeing everything together. So yeah, now I'm gonna install my upper A-arms. Get that put together. Yeah, it's gonna look good. I'll pick up on the next video though. Subscribe and like for more videos on the low mount em1. Yeah, I'll update you guys on the next one.